Hola, it's Kaipacha with the weekly Pele report, and this is for January 18th. Astrology for the Soul, 2022. And we've got some big changes coming up here that I want to talk to you about today. Today, actually, as I am speaking now, Mercury is going direct, stationing and going direct after 3 weeks retrograde. And then, if that's not enough, on Sunday, Uranus goes direct, which is basically then all the planets will be going in forward motion. I've been talking about this. Fasten your seatbelts. Life in the fast lane. That's the name of our song for this for this week, baby. Woo! Not only that, okay, but Uranus rules Aquarius. And the sun is going into Aquarius. All right, that's on Friday. So we've got a Uranian, rebellious, revolutionary, unexpected, extreme conditions and situations. I'll talk more about that. The moon is, the new moon is in Aquarius. So right now the moon's in Sag. And by tomorrow, she's going to move into Capricorn. Come around to conjunct Pluto on Saturday before she then goes into Aquarius for the new moon at 1 degree 33 minutes of Sag. Yeah. Wow. Exactly opposite, within 2 minutes of Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is at 1 degree 35 minutes of Leo. So we have a new moon opposite our shadow element of Lilith. This is Playa Grande, man. Very nice to come out here in the morning and, get a sense of the infinite ocean. Very passive and beautiful, the Caribbean. Anyway, so then by Monday, the moon is going to be going into Pisces, and she'll hit up Jupiter, Neptune. I'll talk more about that next week, but the other big thing that's happening, Venus conjunct Saturn. I mean, it's basically happening all week, okay? But it is exact on Sunday. Same day as Uranus goes direct. Sunday, big day happening there. Okay, we got the new moon on Saturday, then we got this stuff. I mean, what a packed week. I mean, it's very super powerful. Right now, as I am speaking to you, the sun is conjunct Pluto. And Pluto is in the final degrees of Capricorn, wrapping up what he began in 2008 when he entered Capricorn. And we had the great financial crisis. I'm going to be talking about crisis a little bit today. Let me look at the camera and talk about what it's all about. All right, everybody. I'm a little discombobulated today. Long drive to get out here yesterday. Lots of stuff going on. By next week, I'm going to be in Dubai, and everything's coming together. I'm feeling it. I'm sure you're feeling it. All these planets going direct. The shit is hitting the fan, and it is crazy. And it's stressful. And it's not simple. Yeah? Sun conjunct Pluto. Identity, metamorphosis, and transformation. Who are you? Who am I? Who are we? Death, resurrection happening with the Sun-Pluto conjunction just before, he goes into Aquarius, which is having to do with liberation, but that liberation has to do with rebellion against the old established norms, conventions, institutions. It's revolution, and we know about revolution. Revolution is usually not, in the past, has not been peaceful, and it has not been gentle. It has been traumatic, and it has been sudden. And, when I see Venus also coming into a conjunction with Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. I mean, to me, I'm going to read you the Sabian symbols, but with these Sabian symbols as a background, this is a new moon that sets the tone for the next month, and it's got Venus conjunct Saturn in it, okay, and it's opposite Black Moon Lilith, and Uranus stationing direct, like, oh boy, you know, it's the end of the old. I mean, the Great Reset. I mean, this is like, guess what? Boom. You know, the old normal is gone. And what are we talking about? You know, Saturn is structure and form. It is what is solid. It represents third dimensional ego consciousness that is within time and space. And, you know, it going through Aquarius, and now it's direct, like I said last week, it's wrapping up, you know, where it's been over the last 9 months. End, finish, close, release, let go, and I'm going to head off into some new degrees. Changing signs going into Pisces next month, you know, well, in March. And it's just like boom, 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 boom. The dominoes are, you know, it's like boom. The dominoes are going to start falling here. And it's, yeah, I think the intensity level is going to really increase. Hence the mantra, yeah, for this week. I'll get to that in a little bit. But what is Venus? Love and money. Love and money. Yeah. And it's, you know, and it's also peace and harmony. It's the feminine, Aphrodite. Beauty, peace, balance, harmony, joy, get along. You know, and it's coming around to Saturn, and we need to mature. We need to, like, grow up. We need to grow into a new form, a new way of achieving balance, peace, and harmony. And it's particularly Aquarius's social consciousness, the collective consciousness. And, you know, with Mars now going direct, okay, you know, it is in aspect to this new moon. I'm just really kind of seeing, you know, that this restructuring, Uranus, Aquarius, this is the wide world web, right? This is cryptocurrency. You know, this is global affairs. Okay, this is all of the Western world, okay, you know, sending all kinds of technology and money and resources over to the Ukraine, okay, you know, and just like, you know, escalating a conflict over there. I would not be surprised if something explodes over there. Yeah, because here I want to read to you the degree at which Uranus is stationing to go direct. Yeah, and you know, it's there, it stations, it sits still. This is at the 15th degree of Taurus. Yeah, and that 15th degree, Uranus sits there for a couple of weeks. Head covered with a rakish silk hat, muffled against the cold. A man braves a storm. This is the image, okay, of Uranus, the planet of revolution, of rebellion, of individuation, where we break free from all the normal conventional ways and external authorities, and, you know, rebel to individuate. So we need to, like, step back, step away, because there may be some madness going on there. There's a storm coming. The courage needed to meet the crisis precipitated by social ambition, whether it's Zelensky or anybody else. We got a lot of people climbing for social ambition, totalitarian world domination. We've got people that are, like, really out for power. Yeah? Understand that we've got a lot, okay, of psychopaths at the helm of the spaceship planet Earth right now. It's like, woo-hoo-hoo. This is a good place to be. I feel very remote. But still, I know what's going on out there in the collective consciousness, man. That's what astrology is all about, right? The man with the silk hat has seen some of his ambitious efforts bring him social success. But he learns that often, in quotes, nothing fails like success. The storm may be within him, or it may attack his social status. He is ready to face it daringly. This shows a willingness to accept crisis and to go through them, and therefore great character. The soil upon which a higher kind of consciousness may develop. I'm going to talk about crisis, right? But yeah, it does create soil for a higher consciousness. It implies a transition to a new level at which the individual who has learned from experience, if you learn from experience, it demonstrates a truly mature mind. What is revealed here is character in capital letters. Character under adverse circumstances. This is, and it's, you know, it always bothers me that throughout the whole history of humanity, we seem to learn and evolve through violent wars and through takeovers and conquering and patriarchal domination, you know, and we spread this religion, or we spread this currency, or we spread this kind of government. I mean, and it's all been through force. Doesn't have to be that way, but yeah, crisis precipitates choices, decisions, and it toughens us up. And we have to strengthen our character. We have to strengthen our willpower. Sun conjunct Pluto in Capricorn right now, today, baby. Mercury going direct today. It's time to make some decisions. These can be long-term decisions. With regard to what? Love and money. Yeah? And like this says, this can be a storm within. Yeah? Okay, you know, I mean, each one of us may be facing, we've got big choices about where we want to be, where we want to go with our lives. 7, 14, 21 years from now, Saturn says, grow up, yes or no. Should I stay or should I go? Bum, 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 bum. It's time. Now, on top of that, you know, that underlying current of Uranus stationing here in Taurus, survival, money, currency, sexuality. Yes, Taurus is about stabilizing ourselves, stabilizing our income, stabilizing our families, stabilizing our relationships. Taurus wants stability. It's Vishnu. Maintain and sustain and build up what we've got. And hopefully you've got a garden. Yeah, baby. Because now we've got this new moon, 1 degree 33 minutes of Aquarius. It's the 2nd degree of Aquarius. The Sabian symbol is an unexpected thunderstorm. The keynote is the need to develop the inner security which will enable us to meet unexpected crisis. Frickin' 2 Sabian symbols? This one for the new moon, setting the tone for the whole next month ahead? With Uranus at the other Sabian symbol, implying crisis? Yikes, baby! And so this is, really, it could be given a very positive meaning in an arid environment, but the emphasis on unexpected tends to accent the sudden and dangerous character of the event. Such a thunderstorm in a region of dry hills can cause a devastating flood. At any rate, it refers to an event for which one is not prepared, a menace to humanity's works. Not to be scary or anything. I like to be positive with these Pele reports, I'm a positive kind of guy. But anyway, yeah. This is in contrast, yeah. This scene stresses the fact that nature may reduce to impermanence the seemingly most permanent endeavors and constructive activities of men. Under a downpour of rain, adobe brick can return to mud. All human institutions and their achievements can be washed away, even in their day of great glory. In quotes, dust you were, dust you must become. That's our second song for this week, right? Dust in the Wind. I may already have used that one before. All we are is dust in the wind. I think it's by Kansas or something. Thus, the key words here, nature's challenge. So we really want to look at this situation, and this is all, of course, having to do with what I came through with for the mantra for this week. So much of what our people and humanity's institutions these days are based upon materialism. Yeah? It's based upon, machines, and it's based upon money, and it's based upon these, definitions of success that have to do with what we can achieve in this physical body in this lifetime. It's very short-sighted. It's not spiritual. There is not an understanding of reincarnation. There is not an understanding, of the soul that incarnates and incarnates and incarnates, and is an expression of a spirit that is infinite and exists outside, beyond time and space. This is what the patriarchy has brought in. And this is the culmination of the patriarchy. This is the culmination of materialism. This is the incarnation of Ahriman. And this is destined to fail. But like I've been saying, in the meantime, prior to the fail, there's a great amount of devastation and destruction that occurs in the hearts of people, in the lives of future generations, and in the income. Yeah, the income, the resources, the bank accounts. Let's get real. This is Taurus. Taurus, ruled by Venus, conjunct Saturn, the planet of reality. Yeah, we have to really look at the reality of this life, the reality of this body, the reality of what's going on now. I've even heard they're saying that they're gonna take down the World Wide Web. Yeah, the WEFers, the mother weffers. Anyway, there's a lot of threat going on here, but we also want to look at the upside. Yeah? I mean, the upside is that, Bobby Kennedy Jr. and the, Children's Health Defense just won a Supreme Court ruling. And you won't hear it on any of the mainstream media, but the ruling was that the vaccines are not vaccines, and that, they're causing a great amount of devastation and destruction. So there's like, if we want to look at it in terms of polarity, there are light forces and dark forces. There's night and day. And to me, we're moving towards the equinox. Yeah? The nights are getting shorter in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, the days are getting shorter. We're moving towards equanimity. And I think that all of evolution is moving towards equanimity and peace and harmony. It will take a number of years to achieve, but we are on our way. And the scales will come into balance. Yeah, justice will be achieved. Peace and harmony. Yes, we are moving towards that direction. But right now it's about a lot of letting go of what is not moving us in that direction. Yeah? So there is a new reality approaching, and in order to really step into that new age of Aquarius, Pluto into Aquarius, this whole new future liberation and enlightened society, there is a lot of shedding and a lot of falsehood and a lot of lies, yes, that need to be released and let go. And so we have to move into this place of the soul, of our spiritual soul, the belly. Think of Qigong, think of martial arts, okay, think of horse stance in yoga. You bend your knees a little bit and you center yourself in your belly. Yeah, Buddha's belly. Come down out of the busyness, out of the rush, out of the screen, out of all the, rational, logical, oh no, oh my, this, that, and the other thing. Come down. Belly breath. Box breath. Wim Hof, yeah, box breath. Yeah, inhale for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. Be empty for 5. Inhale for 5. Yeah? Really. And feel yourself, yeah, when you are empty. I always like to stop breathing, because when you stop breathing, you stop thinking. Get into a place. We really don't need to breathe as much as people think. When you do breath of fire, okay, for 3 to 5 minutes, right? You do breath of fire for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can let go of all breath. Go into the void. Go into the emptiness. Go into the belly. And feel your eternal nature. And you come into that all of this comes and goes. And whether it's a relationship, whether it's money, whether it's your social status, okay, whether it's your job, everything, this body comes and goes. But your spirit consciousness is eternal. This is maturity. This is stepping into the elder. I know last week I had a number of, older folks going, what about me and what about me? I'm coming into my second Saturn return, and, I only talked about those, in in their Pluto square and Neptune square. I went up to the Chiron return at 51, okay? But those of you that are 57, 58, you're coming into your second Saturn return, born with Saturn in Pisces. Like I've said before, and I said it in the truth about 2023, these next 3 years of Saturn in Pisces, the 12th sign of the zodiac, ending, finishing, closing, completing what began back in the 90s. That's when the internet really took over, right? That's what, I mean, a lot of water will be flowing under the bridge. There's even the image of a storm. Yes, faces the water. It's very, and this is Aquarius. The water bearer is a man pouring out water, cosmic water. I just wrote up the description. I'm doing the astrology of water in the Bahamas, swimming with the dolphins next September. I'll be posting that shortly, yeah? But think of water as spirit, cosmic spirit being poured out onto humanity. Yeah, baby. This new moon, this can be a great period of enlightenment and liberation as you free yourself from old attitudes, from old ways of perception, and open that third eye of Uranian liberation. Yeah, baby. Ow! We can do this, man. We can do this. We got to step out. We are the seed people. So the mantra for this week: when I drop down out of my head into my belly below, I am at peace with whatever is, knowing it all comes and goes. I mean, if you want security, yeah, you know, if we want security, we have to anchor ourselves in the most infinite nature of our being. So spiritual discipline, Saturn going into Pisces next month for years. I'm going to be repeating this. You need a spiritual practice. And so right now it's really time, with Venus conjunct Saturn this week, yeah, to really start a new Venus-Saturn cycle, right? A new year's, resolution on how I am going to be at peace with myself and the world. I encourage you, do not dwell upon the negative. Do not feed the dragon. Remain in the positive, infinite potential of your soul. When I drop down out of my head into my belly below, I am at peace with whatever is, knowing it all comes and goes. Yeah. May you come and go, baby. Namaste. Aloha. Pura vida. So much love.